made when it comes to a project base. The test strategy is basically tells us the objective, the scope, the communication approach, and then uh, uh, um, risk analysis, and then the business issues, and those are the various factors that comes under the and the tools used and the test environment. Whereas the test plan is a detailed document which tells us who has to test and when he has to test and what they have to test, and test budget is also included in that. After that, we talk about the test case. Test case is basically the steps that's written for testing. Test cases are designed based on the requirements. The test case techniques, we follow some test techniques to write the test cases. Those are boundary analysis. Boundary analysis is basically checking the using the minimum value, maximum value, and the boundary value as an input data, and then equivalence partitioning, that is basically partitioning the input data. When you have a huge amount of data, we partition the input data into equal parts, and we select one value from each part and test the function. And then the error guessing is based on the experience of the tester and his own smartness that's counted here. And then we do positive testing and negative testing to make sure there's any unforeseen failures or unexpected if we enter any unexpected inputs. And then we do functional testing and a non-functional testing. Functional testing covers all the functional parts. We make sure all the parts of the page work, whereas the non-functional testing is checking the look and feel of the page. And then comes the defects. Defects is when we talk about defects, it starts with the defect cycle. Like the user actually starts with entering. The defect cycle starts with a new, and then the tester logs the defects as new, and then it stops with close. In between, there is the defects are either closed. Defects are either deferred or postponed or reopened or rejected. And then we do defect tracking using various defect tracking tools. There is a priority set for each defect tracking. So each defect, and the priority is goes like critical, high, medium, and low. The critical is basically a showstopper, and it doesn't allow any other workaround. Whereas high allows there is some workaround, but it's again a critical thing because it's a work stopper for that particular function. And then the medium and low with their own priorities, like with the cosmetic and other errors and other defects. And then using the defect tools, we also generate reports which mentions the number of test cases passed and number of test cases are in pending to be fixed, or so on. And different types of defects are a loss of function or inconsistency of data, and then loss of data, and then it could be a hardware failure, or it could be an incorrect output or incorrect expected result, and so on. We use test metrics to detect the number of test cases created, and the number of test cases run, and time taken to design the test cases, and then number of bugs detected, and then number of test cases passed, and so on. And there are test deliverables. There are documents like requirement analysis document, test strategy document, test plan document, and defect report, and then execution report, and risk analysis report, risk book, and traceability matrix, and go, no go, get, so on. And then we have test environments, which are different the common test environments are the development environment, the integration testing or system testing or user acceptance testing environment, and then the production environment, and then database. I'm sorry, I think databasing we don't mind. But then when we talk about the backend testing, it starts with testing the database. And when we do database testing, we use different tools, database tools like SQL, MySQL, Oracle, DB2, Sybase, and all. And different different queries that we use in the SQL is select and joins for testing in backend. And the different joins are inner join and outer join. And outer join has again two more divisions, that's left and right join. And then we use testing with we do testing with Quality Center software. It's a one-stop shop where requirement analysis, testing, test cases are designed, and then we have defects tracking and defect reporting there. The different tabs that are involved in this tool are requirements, test plan, test lab, and the defects. Then when we talk about the automation, the testing is done using a software tool, and we use Quick Test Professional for this. And the Quick Test Professional is nothing but it records and plays back the test cases again and again. There are different checkpoints that we use here, are standard checkpoints which is commonly used, and then bitmap checkpoint, table checkpoint, text area checkpoint, text checkpoint, XML checkpoint, accessible checkpoint, database checkpoints are all used. Then we do parameterization in the QTP, where we do, map the data table with the parameters that we use for testing on the page. When we have to check more than one value. And then when we talk about the performance testing, we use the load runner, where we have three different applications. The virtual user generator, the controller, and the analysis. The virtual user generator is basically writing the scripts. It helps in creating scripts, and the controller is used to change the requirements and also uses for running the software, running the performance test. And then the analysis phase, it gives the result, basically it gives a report to for the whole performance that's being done. Thank you.